OpenAI and Barbie-Maker Mattel team up to bring AI into toys. Mark Zuckerberg reportedly offered $32 billion to buy Ilya Sutskever's new AI company and got rejected. U.S. Army appoints OpenAI, Meta, and Palantir Executives as lieutenant colonels. Google rolls out new Gemini model that can run on robots locally. I am Precious Greg, and you're welcome to another episode of What's New on AI Media Corner. This is your front row seat to the world of artificial intelligence. Let's begin with this week's AI facts. What happens when the courtroom meets the chatbot? Do you know that a man just won a civil court case using ChatGPT and walked away with $3,707. It all started on Reddit. A user recounts how they faced a small civil dispute. Someone owed them money, and instead of hiring a lawyer, they turned to ChatGPT. From drafting a demand letter to filing out court forms and rehearsing their hearing prep, ChatGPT became their personal legal coach. It crafted polite but firm legal language, advised on evidentiary organization, and even suggested how to respond to typical counter-arguments. Fast forward to the hearing. Just the user, their printer, a stack of documents, and ChatGPT trained confidence. They stood up, delivered their case, referenced the prepped forms and demand letter, and walked out with a judgment in their favor for $3,707. The post went viral, over 1.7K upvotes, dozens of comments weighing in. Some were odd, others weren't. What does this mean? Court filings show that self-representation is already common. Up to 85% of civil cases in some U.S. states are filed pro se. Many of those litigants are at a disadvantage. While AI can now help you win in court, the real risk is this. When you trust it blindly, you might not just lose your case, you might break the law without knowing it. Now to the news in full. Zuckerberg's $32 billion rejection. Safe superintelligence shuts the door. What's worth more than $32 billion? Apparently, a singular vision. In what might be one of the boldest moves in Silicon Valley this year, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg reportedly offered a jaw-dropping $32 billion to acquire Safe Superintelligence Incorporation, SSI, a boutique AI startup led by none other than Ilya Sutskever, co-founder of OpenAI. And guess what? It was flatly rejected. Sutskever launched SSI in 2023 with a radical mission: build artificial general intelligence that is safe, aligned, and focused without the noise of VC pressure or public distractions. The team is tiny, just 20 minds, working in monastic silence. No Twitter threads, no press releases, no product demos. Their pledge? No talking until the mission is done. Zuckerberg's offer was more than just a buyout, it was a power move. Meta, still reeling from the generative AI race, has been scrambling to assert dominance beyond the metaverse. But Sutskever didn't flinch. His message: we're not for sale, not even at $32 billion. What happened next? Meta pivoted fast. They are now going all in on their own superintelligence initiative. They've begun poaching SSI talent, are partnering with Skill AI, and pouring billions into rebuilding their AI pipeline after the departure of key players. But here's the real question. Is this the start of a new Cold War in AI, where money no longer guarantees control and values begin to drive innovation? AI goes military. U.S. Army appoints OpenAI, Meta, and Palantir Executives as lieutenant colonels. Who leads the battlefield when the weapons are cold, not cannons? The U.S. Army Reserve has made a historic move, appointing 4 Silicon Valley executives as lieutenant colonels under its new Executive Innovation Corps. Here's the cast. Andrew Bosworth, CTO of Meta, Kevin Weil and Bob Magru, senior leaders from OpenAI. Shyam Sankar, Chief Technology Officer at Palantir. Their mission? To bring bleeding-edge AI expertise into the heart of the military, to guide the Department of Defense on AI integration, emerging tech, and national security strategy. Each officer will contribute 120 hours a year outside of their corporate roles. They will not be involved in projects linked to their companies and will undergo the same military training as any other reservist, including weapons qualifications and physical fitness. According to Bosworth, this isn't just about tech, it's about patriotism in Silicon Valley. It revealed that Zuckerberg himself was fully supportive of this military appointment. So what does this mean? Is this the Pentagon's answer to China's AI surge? Or a new frontier where engineers and generals start sharing war rooms? It's a powerful message. The US military isn't waiting for tech hand-me-downs. It's embedding tech leaders directly into the system. Google DeepMind launches Gemini on device. Robots now think locally. Your next laundry assistant may not be human and may not even need Wi-Fi. Google DeepMind has released Gemini Robotics on device, a local version of its powerful language model built specifically for robots. That means it runs directly on machines, no cloud, no lag, no dependency. The model builds upon the March 2025 release of Gemini Robotics and has been trained to understand language, navigate space, and perform physical tasks using natural language commands. In their latest demo, we see robots unzipping bags, folding clothes, sorting industrial parts on a moving belt. And it gets better. Gemini on device was trained for Aloha robots, but later adapted to control Franka FL3, a dual-arm precision robot, Apollo, a humanoid machine from Apptronic. Google claims it can learn new tasks with just 50 to 100 demonstrations using the Mujoko physics simulator, thanks to the newly released Gemini Robotics SDK. But Google isn't alone in this race. NVIDIA is crafting a robotic foundation model platform. Hugging Face is dropping open robotics datasets. RLWRLD, a Korean startup backed by Mariah Asset, is developing next-gen robot brains. Are we standing on the edge of a world where the robot in your home doesn't just clean, but learns on the spot? And if so, how long before these machines outperform human memory, motor skills, even intuition? OpenAI teams up with Mattel, Barbie, to bring generative AI into toys. Barbie might soon be an AI, in a move that no one saw coming but somehow makes perfect sense. Mattel and OpenAI are partnering to bring generative AI into toys. Imagine Barbie not just talking but actually listening, not just singing but personalizing lullabies. The first batch of AI-powered toys is set to roll out later this year, and Mattel's internal teams now have full access to ChatGPT to brainstorm, prototype, and reimagine classic brands. We're talking Barbie, Hot Wheels, American Girl, Fisher-Price, Thomas & Friends. Even Mattel's adventure parks might get an AI makeover, introducing voice-activated attractions and responsive characters. Of course, Mattel insists everything will be age-appropriate, safe, and private. But this collab raises deeper questions. What happens when children grow up with toys that talk back, evolve with them, and mirror their behavior? Are we nurturing curiosity or engineering dependency? It's innovation, yes, but it's also a seismic shift in how we define play. Now, over to the top 3 AI tools of the week. 1. Descript. Descript is a tool for getting accurate, fast and affordable automatic transcriptions of your video and audio media. 2. Jasper AI. This is an AI content creation tool that helps marketers, writers, and businesses in creating high quality and consistent content. 3. Notebook LM. This tool is a Google AI-powered research and writing tool designed to help users understand complex information by grounding itself in the user's uploaded documents. Now on the wrap-up. From billion-dollar rejections to battle-hardened engineers, from cloudless cognition to AI in toy boxes, we are not just witnessing evolution, we are watching intelligence become embedded in every space, every age, every function. At AI Media Corner, we don't just report AI trends, we decode the future for dreamers, thinkers, and builders like you. I remain Precious Greg. Until next time, stay curious, stay sharp, and above all, in a world of machines, don't forget to always stay human.